All right, here we are. Change Brewing Company.
We are here.
Yeah.
I see it.
Yeah, we got some beers all laid out here. We got the lovely menu. They just celebrated their 1-year anniversary. When was that?
It was a week ago, I think.
I think about a week ago. We'll ask that. We'll bring the waitress in.
Yeah, we would never want to do our market research first, right? That's typical us.
This is What's Up Etown.
Like 20 minutes ago, we were sitting at my office going,
exactly.
What are we going to do today?
Yeah.
And now we're here.
Apparently, we're going to do a podcast.
Sounds good to me, man.
Awesome, man.
So, Ron, this is cool. We checked this place out like a couple weeks ago.
We did, yeah.
It's craft brewing, right? This is everywhere. Like, people are doing this like crazy. But this is so close to Mr. Entertainment's office that we had to just come by.
Yeah.
And then it was amazing. So here we are again, right?
So we're here again. I bought 2 growlers last time I was here.
The growlers is a cool thing. Like,
it was very
we're getting
cool.
ahead of ourselves,
Yep.
but I never seen such a thing. You buy a bottle, and then you just pay like a really reasonable price to refill it with whatever it is that you want.
Yeah, exactly. I think it was $8 for the actual growler. So you buy the actual bottle, and then to fill it is $14 to $20, depending on what beer you get.
That's
So
crazy. So you bought 2 growlers. You bought 2 growlers, took them out to the farm.
Correct.
But
and I drank
that
them
wasn't
all.
enough, right? You probably finished out on the Friday.
Exactly. So now I'm going to have to buy 4.
Oh, man, that's good. So, okay, so today we got flights. This
Flights.
was what we probably should have done the first time we were here. So you can get a flight where it's like $10, and you get a couple of ounces of 5 different types of beer that they have on tap.
That's correct. That's what we're doing right now.
So we're going to try that. So we've got a blonde ale, an Irish red, the Wolf, Prairie Fairy.
Yep.
The session ale they don't have in stock right now. They're actually in the back. I can literally say this. They're in the back brewing it right now.
I know. We can actually see them.
Because it's a brewery, okay? I don't know if you've ever been here. Change Brewing Company is a brewery as well as it is a little pub.
Yeah, absolutely.
Basically.
Yep.
So the session ale is in process, but the final one they have here is the IPA.
Yes.
So I guess we're just going to drink and talk about stuff.
I guess, yeah, we're just going to talk about a whole bunch of stuff.
Okay,
Why we're
well,
here.
Let's have a sip of this IPA.
All right, let's
and
do
it's
the IPA.
it's kind of cloudy.
Yeah, a
These
little
little
bit
glasses
cloudy.
are cool. I'd say
Some
these are
bubbles on
about
the
3
top.
ounces.
I'd say
Maybe?
probably about 3 ounces, yeah.
Okay,
I
well,
believe so,
cheers
yeah.
to the IPA. So
Cheers.
I don't have a very sophisticated palate, but that's very hoppy.
Well, it's very, very hoppy, which most heavy IPAs are.
Definitely an IPA.
Very tasty. We need a beer expert next time we do this. So that's
Well,
all I
we
got.
could probably get one of the girls from here to help us with that. But you know what?
Definitely talk
This is
about
what
the,
makes our show kind of original, is that we're just 2 guys that don't know much about anything,
Yeah,
but a little about some.
exactly, man.
And so
And
we're
we
just
love
here.
we love Edmonton. We want to explore Edmonton.
Yeah.
And that's essentially what we're going to start doing. You're going to see a lot more of this kind of podcast rather than the stationed kind of interview style.
Yeah.
We just want to explore Edmonton and point out some good places that we know are great, and then hopefully you'll love them too. Like I didn't know about the brewery here. I knew about Sea Change.
Yeah.
But I did not know about where they were, or if they had a place for you to have a drink.
Yeah.
I knew you could probably get some beers, but wasn't sure if you could get to drink the beers.
Well, and there's lots of places similar to this, I would guess. You know, like you hear about all these different micro breweries or craft brew shops. Like there's Alley Cat is close. I know that's been around for a while. And
well, my facts might be off on this, but I'm pretty sure that they approved. I think it's been a year or a couple of years since they actually approved that you're able to do that.
Oh, okay.
In certain, I don't think when it's an actual beer company, I don't think you were allowed to do that before. Now you are. Obviously, you still had the microbreweries like Brewster's.
I was going to say Brewster's maybe paved the way.
But Brewster's, there was something with that. I can't remember. I might be off. I could be completely crazy.
But
I'm sure people will let us know.
This podcast is basically like Wikipedia. Like we'll just put whatever info we want.
That's exactly. Yeah. And then you correct it.
Yeah,
you correct it
and
as is.
correct it with your wrong info.
Yes,
and go
yeah.
from there.
Yeah. Fake news, as we say. Fake news. Oh my God.
Okay, well, I do want to ask what you did this past weekend.
Oh, this past weekend? Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness, what did I do? I didn't really do that much this weekend, to be honest with you, man. I was an old man.
No
is what I
gigging?
was. I gigged. Yes, I actually gigged Friday. We did the Sublime concert.
Oh, River Cree, right?
Yeah, I did
So
it in River Cree. Sublime, great turnout. They've moved me into the middle of the room now, so it's a fantastic.
So you're DJing the after party at these concerts,
after parties,
right?
Yeah. So Sublime with Rome is actually their full name now,
Oh,
because
okay.
their lead singer died obviously in the 90s. So
Obviously.
but yeah, no, played like all 90s alt music, which was fantastic. It was absolutely amazing. Hearing all that alt music, it was great.
So like all 15 songs?
Yeah, no, there's a.
I know. There's a ton when you sit down and really go through it.
Rancid, Bad Religion. I played reggae, because it's a little bit of ska and reggae sort of stuff, which was really interesting. Had a great crowd. They were partying. They were having such a good time.
Sweet.
It was really, really good. Really, really good.
And you're doing sticks too. I'm not sure when we're going to get this posted, so you may have done sticks already by the time this one comes up.
Yeah, the sticks are going to be this Friday. A fantastic classic rock band. So, I mean, I'm going to be playing classic rock.
Oh, man.
And it's going to be good. What about you, man? I know what you got up to.
You sure do. You came out and helped a little bit, but I was fortunate enough to get an opportunity to play music at yet another installment of the world's longest baseball game in this instance. So Brent Sake and his merry friends were out at Centennial Park in Short Park.
Fantastic.
And they started Thursday morning at 6 a.m., I think, was warm-up. The first pitch was 7:05, and they played until just before 6 o'clock. No, pardon me, just after 6 o'clock on Sunday evening.
Yes.
So it was an 85-hour-long fastball, regular baseball game. And they have the world record now.
Yeah.
So
all the proceeds going to the cure for cancer, correct?
Correct, yeah. So they're actually funding a clinical trial in Edmonton for some cutting-edge, like breakthrough medicine that they're going to be putting into humans within the next year, which
Really?
This is a massive, massive step. And they've raised, at the conclusion of the game, there's still money coming in. They were over $460,000 that they raised in 4 days of baseball.
Wow,
460.
that's
So
amazing.
really incredible. Like Brent Sake and his foundation have, between the 6 world's longest hockey games and the 2 now world's longest baseball games, have raised millions of dollars.
It's an incredible setup. When I was out there, I brought the rain with me, so I apologize.
Well, we were thankfully covered.
As soon as I came, it rained.
I just appreciate you getting to come out there, though, and help us out.
It was a lot of fun. It's my. I mean, I lost my grandfather to brain cancer, so
yeah.
I mean it's very dear to my heart. So I mean, for me to come out there for the amount, I wish I could have been there the whole weekend with you.
Yeah. Well, there's going to be another hockey game coming up in 2021.
Yeah.
I was hoping it would be 2020 because Sake and his wife, they're both optometrists. It would have been a beautiful irony there. But 2021, February 2021 is when the next game, the hockey game will be. And they're going to be pushing 11 days outdoor hockey for that record.
11 days. That's going to be tough. I know the gruelingness of the whole event is amazing. I saw it on Hockey Night in Canada. They did a whole spiel. And, I mean, the pain that these players go through is just unbelievable. I see you're on to your next beer there, by the way.
Yeah, well, I'm just looking up. I'm trying to remember what end we started with the IPA, and the session is not available right now. So this is the Prairie Fairy. Now, this one, this is the one that you had a pint of the first time we came here, and you struggled to even say like you were uncomfortable saying
no,
you didn't want to order it as you were like, can I get that Prairie beer one?
It's all good. The Prairie Fairy is actually one of my favorites. It's absolutely delicious. It's a blackberry beer. It's delicious. You haven't tried it yet.
It's got a nice color. I have not tried it yet.
This is one of the growlers that I got. So.
Okay, well, I'm going to try it right now, and I don't know if this will pick up on audio. Hopefully not, because it'll sound weird. But
you gulping? He has a funnel in his mouth right now.
Jamie just did a keg stand of Prairie Fairy.
Yeah, the waitress is actually right above us right now pouring it. No, we're not going to give you that.
That's
visual.
really good.
That's not actually what's happening.
So we got to get somebody who knows about these beers to talk on this microphone at some point, because I have the worst palate, for describing things. Yeah, I just know it's got like a berry flavor.
Yeah. I'm surprised you knew what a palate was. That's awesome.
It's really delicious. It's like a raspberry, maybe. I'm picking up hints of raspberry.
I wish you guys could actually see what we're doing, which we're going to follow this up with that kind of stuff coming up too. We're going to have some video follow-up podcasts after this, but
Yeah, definitely some raspberry, some blackberry. That's what I'm picking up.
blackberry is
It takes a minute for my palate to warm up.
So delicious, so delicious. So.
And it's cool here. Like, so if you've never been to Sea Change, it's pretty cool vibe. There's a couple of small tables out front. It's literally in a parking lot. There's about 8, maybe 7.5 parking spots. It's tight for parking, but figure it out when you come here. There's a couple of tables outside. It's always busy outside.
Tight for parking, but lots of beer.
Inside, though, it's just a wicked cool place. It's got old school band posters up, and the bathrooms have nice wallpaper.
An exposed ceiling with pipes, and it's
big, long table.
very industrial.
Picnic table type setup for the tables. I love it. It's
Community.
very
I think
cool.
they call this a community table. Like people could probably come and sit beside us, and we're taking up a whole table. Of course, they're probably
Well, yeah, but we have microphones and flights. So
microphones and fights.
we'll post a couple of pictures.
And the Prairie Fairy.
We'll take some pictures, and those will be posted up on the. Well, actually, if you're listening to this on our page, then you'll see the pictures.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah, we're still trying to figure out the timeline, really, right? When we do these sessions, from when we're here and then when we post it. And
Yeah, so I mean, this will probably be up as soon as we possibly can get it up. So, we're not going to edit this kind of stuff. So you're going to get a lot of straight up. You're going to hear us chewing chips.
Those are good.
They are good. What do they call these ones? What are the chips called? You got the menu.
I got a menu here. Hang on.
The snacks.
Oh, Drift Crisps,
Drift crisps.
which is a tough one on the microphone.
I'm having trouble with that one. Drift crisps.
Yes. If we were doing a shout out to radio school,
Yeah.
Chris Love,
Yeah, exactly.
he'd be making us practice that one. Crisp,
Yeah.
Drift Crisps,
Drift crisps. Okay, I think we got that. Did everybody else get it out there? Let's hear you. All right, we can't hear you. Forget about that. All right. How was that? How did you like it?
I really like that Prairie Fairy.
Yeah, the Prairie Fairy was delicious. What do they got?
This is like this
the
would
Prairie
be the
Fairy's,
one.
5.0 percentage.
5.0, yes,
And
5%.
we got a flight, so the price doesn't matter. But
It's $10 for the flight, though, right?
yeah, that's
So,
very cool. It's
okay.
very cool that the flights are that.
Well,
actually
and
a
you know
really
what?
good price
The other
for-
thing
for
too. So
flights.
they've got pints. They've got pretend pints. I'm going to call it, which is the 16-ounce glass.
Yeah.
And then they have a real pint.
Right.
Which when I want to say that, I want to say it like a pint. I want to like
Are we gonna-
emphasize the pint.
The fi-
I eat like a
he's-
full pint.
He's going into a Scottish
I'll
voice.
eat
Like, oh, guys.
good. Oh, get a pint of Prairie Fairy. Hey, I'll eat chicken Louis. No, we would never actually order it that way, but
Yeah, he would. He
so they
did
got
it when we were
16
off.
ouncer. So the Prairie Fairy 16 ounce, $6.25.
Yeah.
And then 7.25 for a full pint, 20-ounce pint, which is
No,
If you're at
that's very-
Starbucks, that's a venti.
Very, very real, very reachable for sure. I mean, that's not expensive by any means.
Well, and think about it, like they made the beer in the warehouse right behind us.
Yeah, I
like
know.
it's
I
like there's no shipping fee.
I know. No,
Buddy makes it and puts it in a keg and then
then-
rolls the keg in a dolly up 25 feet to the bar.
yeah, exactly. Very, very smart. Very, very smart for sure.
Yeah, it's cool. And they've got food too, right?
Fantastic food. Well, hey, let's. What do we got here? So for the Sammies, we've got the OG Deluxe, which is pork belly, Torino, and pork and ham, liver and mayo. Ooh, that sounds delicious. And then there's a lemongrass chicken. There's a beef and chicken satay.
I'm just going to post a picture. That way we don't have to listen to you read the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm not. You're
We
right.
want to save a little bit of adventure. People got to come down here and check
Well,
this place
they
out.
definitely have to check it out. There's lots of great places. They also have like old fashions on the menu too, as well. So not. Just,
I noticed that. Yeah, you can
Not
get
just beer.
like,
They actually have drinks. So if your lady wants to have a drink,
if
or-
you're a lady.
well, you never know, right? So, I mean, my wife. I guess I shouldn't speak for everybody, but my wife likes to have cocktails
That's
rather
true.
than having beer. She's not a beer drinker, right? So if you're not a beer drinker, there's still other drinks. There's beer cocktails. All kinds
Yeah,
of
it's this place is the real deal. It's like I say, wicked vibe. The beer so far, I mean, I'm 2 in. on the flight, not 2 pints.
He's really drunk too, guys. Just so that you know,
But,
he is taking his shirt off. So it's getting.
This is why we don't do live video.
It's getting awkward. But anyways, he's now put his shirt back on, so that's good.
So what else is happening, Ron? What's going on,
you did
buddy?
the longest baseball game. Wow, I didn't have much going on. I had a gig on Friday, which I got hockey season coming up, obviously. Lots of stuff going on with that right now.
All the promotional stuff, right?
Yeah,
You do
all the
that
promotion stuff. Yeah, I got OTR. I got Urban Tavern coming up again. I've got hopefully some at the Brew House right away too for Monday Night Football.
So what is so for those listening who haven't been to a hockey night at OTR or a hockey night at Urban, like any of the places that Big Show Promotions is doing their events, what does that look like? What's a hockey night look like at OTR?
Well, I'll tell you what. You come in, you sign up, so you become part of the whole our hockey game of the week. You sign up. You'll get special promotions from the bars for Urban Tavern and OTR. You'll also get all kinds of different stuff that gets you the prizes. We do trivia questions in between every commercial break. And then we do all kinds of different stuff. We do games in between the periods, and we have all kinds of fun. So it's a blast. It's an absolute blast. There's a lot of things going on, lots of games, lots of trivia. If you're a hockey fan, it is absolutely unbelievable. You just love it. I mean, the people that have been and are a part of it, which is probably 250 strong now in each place. Yeah, it's you got to come and check it out.
Well, I've seen you do it. It's pretty cool. It just elevates the game, right? It's just a different way to create some excitement, have some interaction.
Yeah.
People can kind of get involved.
Right.
There's prizing, so it's great to watch the game.
Right.
But you can do that anywhere.
Everywhere puts on the game.
Yeah.
Everybody puts on the game. I get it. And when there's a busy, we get a little bit of atmosphere. But I'm trying to create that bigger atmosphere for all the games, not just once in a while and all that stuff, right? So
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm very excited. What's going on with? You're saying about Big Show, but what's going on with Mr. Entertainment?
Well, we
just did Big Valley Jamboree too.
Big Valley was awesome. Yeah. I got to say that was a lot of fun. It was. It's our 18th year doing the Road to Big Valley, or pardon me, the Voice of Big Valley. We just rebranded it last year, so the Voice of Big Valley, and that's the guy who won was amazing. This guy Travis, he killed it. He didn't even sing country.
He was,
and it was okay. He rocked it.
Yeah.
You've got to go to Mr. Entertainment's Facebook page if you want to see the pictures from that.
A very southern vibe to him. It had a very southern,
like a Skinner kind of
Leonard Skinner vibe. Exactly.
Yeah. He had a badass beard and just
twangy
an attitude.
He had that twang still in his voice too. Even like it was southern rock, but southern rock has that country feel, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, it was awesome, and you killed it out there DJing on the Sirius XM stage in the Coors Banquet Saloon.
It was quite an honor.
The amount of people on the production side, the high end of the production side, that were complimenting the work that you were doing, and I saw you firsthand killing it out there. So that was
buddy.
great.
Appreciate that.
The karaoke shows that we do, they were well attended. We had some great singers. Obviously, the two winners did really well up on the stage.
Unbelievable.
What people don't realize is the winners of that karaoke contest, they got to sing on stage without lyrics.
Yeah.
So for a lot of people that can sing really well, but they are dependent on that screen, and myself included. There's songs that I've sang over and over and over again that I still peek at the screen when I want to confirm the lyrics in Magic Carpet Ride.
I am the worst at that, Jamie. You guys tried to get me to sing karaoke that weekend. I am so bad at that. Oh, you're on to the third one. Wait a second.
I am, yeah. I jumped ahead.
What is that? The Wolf?
The Wolf.
The Wolf. We're on to the third one. The Wolf.
Hungry like the wolf.
No percent. Oh, there is a percentage difference. So this is a 5.5% alcohol beer. So
don't get hung up on the details.
I'm not.
See that? I want to know more. I want to know more about the Wolf. I'm going to have to talk to somebody about that because the Wolf is kind of like a little bit of IPA-ish.
We'll talk.
It's if I was guessing, I would put this kind of in the New England Pale Ale region on the spectrum.
I'm almost positive that the microphone picked her up saying that.
I don't think it did. She practically lip synced that to me. Like,
Okay, that's true. It's true enough. Anyways, I just wanted to point out that Jamie was cheating.
I didn't Google it.
I don't know if there's any rules here, but whatever.
There's no rules established. There's no cheating. But so yeah, sorry. We were talking about the karaoke and not having the lyrics. So the singers, even in the finals, and we noticed this year particularly.
Yeah.
The finalists. We had 12 finalists, and I'd say 8 of them. We take the screens away on the front, like the front monitors.
Yeah.
But we actually, in the first round, had left the back, like the big screens behind them, had the lyrics still playing, which was an oversight. I'll admit it. It was an oversight. But it was interesting to watch in the first round of the finals. 8, I think it was 7 or 8 of the finalists looked over their shoulder to see the lyrics, which the judges crushed them for.
Oh, yeah.
They shouldn't have been there anyways.
Yeah.
But, they looked. So I made sure I spoke to the finalists that made it through because we cut the field in half after round 1.
Right.
We let the finalists know, like, there's no more training wheels. Like, and when we took the back screen off, a couple of them choked on round 2 without
Really?
having the words. Yeah. But that's part of the process is we want to weed out the people that need the screen, because when they go on the stage, there's 10,000 people in front of them. You can't be looking at a monitor, man.
Yeah.
We need you to perform.
Yeah.
So that's ultimately, and I think that's what really did it for Travis when he won, was it wasn't that he was the best singer necessarily vocally. There was some really clean, pure vocalists. But he was the package. I mean, he had attitude and charisma, and he owned his song, 100%. And he knew all the words.
Yeah.
So he could just focus on going out and performing in front of 10,000 people.
For sure.
And like, how many karaoke people sing in front of 10,000 people? It's crazy.
Yeah, you're right. You never get that opportunity. I mean, I said it to you. I mean, it's an opportunity of a lifetime.
Yeah.
Who gets to sing in front of that? Who gets a DJ in front of those many people? I mean, I did it when I was on tour with mostly Canadian, but I mean, the average person doesn't get to do that.
But they put you out front, right? At one point, didn't it? So tell me about that.
So Friday night, we had some weather issues, so we had postponed.
Big Valley
days,
Jamboree,
right?
no surprise.
Friday, it didn't end up raining though. It was just lightning that delayed everything.
Yeah.
So it was Toby Keith night. And we weren't able to fit in the final, like the house band, which the house band was fantastic. So they just said, hey, would you mind doing the last? I think it was about an hour, probably an hour.
Yeah.
Hour and 20 minutes, something like that, because I went past, obviously, right? And so I ended up getting out there, entertaining 9,000 people in the middle of the stage. Fantastic. Everybody was singing along. I played Sweet Caroline. I played Don't Stop Believin'. I just wanted everybody to have a blast. I wanted everybody to sing along. I wanted to do the biggest sing along they'd ever seen. Yeah. And they did.
Amazing.
It worked great.
I heard so many good things about that awesome. Night, and I mean, I'm glad that you were able to. It was good that it was you, and to be able to step up and just deliver that show, right?
It was so awesome that they gave me the opportunity. I mean, Big Valley Jamboree, the people that work backstage, and the managers are absolutely amazing.
Yeah, Trickstar.
You know, 18 years you've worked with them.
Yeah.
You know how professional,
Panhandle,
how good that is.
Trickstar now, those guys are dialed in.
I mean,
They're
I got
pros.
to see it backstage, and I mean, now, and it is something to be seen.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Yeah, well, I can't wait for next year. I'll tell you that much.
I'm excited. I hope I'm invited back.
Well, they told us we're coming back, and I'm not going back without you. So
beautiful.
It's
awesome.
happening. It's
awesome.
official.
It's official
right now.
Mark it down on your calendar.
Big Valley Jamboree, the voice of Big Valley, edition number 19. Captain Ron will be there in some capacity, making people happy.
Yes.
I sound so dirty.
Wait a second.
Okay, he'll be DJing in the Coors Banquet Saloon.
What am I going to be doing? Holy man.
Well, we'll see how you do with the rest of your flight. You might agree to anything by the time you're done.
Sure enough. I'm falling behind here. Man.
Change Brewing Company. This place is amazing. I know that maybe this sounds like we don't have any structure. It's because we don't. Because an hour ago we were sitting at my office. We were chatting about podcasts and what we were going to be doing, what's up Etown and the future of it, and kind of some plans.
We just want to go to some cool places in Edmonton and talk about what's going on.
And we wanted a beer.
Yeah.
So we just brought our stuff.
Yeah.
to where the beer is.
Yeah.
And so here we are.
Exactly.
So that's cool. We're here at Change Brewing Company, which is on the south side. It's a pretty industrial area.
Yep.
62nd Avenue, I think.
Yeah,
and
9850 62nd Avenue.
there we go.
Yeah. So
if you're not...
next time we'll give some people some heads up so they can come and join us and have a couple pints, maybe join in on the show.
I have a feeling we're going to be doing a few more live things.
We are, definitely, yeah. With some of our partners between our two businesses. And
yes.
yeah.
So there'll be some cool opportunity to come out and hang out with us.
You'll probably hear us from Sea Change every once in a while. I really like the setup here.
And, I forgot to mention this. So they are opening a second location in Beaumont.
Oh, yeah?
And I know that the Beaumont location for Sea Change opens sometime in September, which is
sometime
mid-September-ish. I got a feeling.
Okay.
I'm looking at the Magic 8 Ball.
We're getting sound language.
Mid-September-ish.
Right now.
But Beaumont. So Beaumont is very lucky. I'm not really necessarily a big fan of Beaumont because there's so much French in Beaumont, and je ne parle pas the français.
Are you saying you don't like the French people? Is that what you're saying?
No, I like French people. I just don't speak French worth a damn.
You're right. There's a lot of good. There's a few. There's the Mark is out there, which is a great restaurant apparently that I've heard.
No, Beaumont's
sorry,
a beautiful.
Beaumont's
a beautiful community.
It's not the Mark. I'm blanking on the restaurant right now.
Beaumont is a beautiful community, and they have 2 golf courses that I love.
Yeah.
So that's cool. But they're going to have a Sea Change. So Beaumont, I'm a little jealous because I live in Leduc, and I think Leduc should have a Sea Change. But we have a place called Rural Roots, which is very hard to say on a microphone.
Do you think we can get them to change their mind and open in?
We'll see how they do.
Even though they're halfway through building it.
We'll see how they do in Beaumont, and then maybe Leduc is next. Yeah. I don't know, but it's pretty cool to see a place like this that starts from nothing, and it's just got some really great product, and now they've got a second location coming. It's that entrepreneurial spirit. It's alive and well here in Edmonton, and their business is obviously doing well enough to share what they do with other communities, and I think that's a really cool story.
It's great beer, and it's from here in Edmonton, and that's all we need to say. I mean, it's just absolutely fantastic that.
And they're a year old, which is I'm a little embarrassed that I have not been here until 2-3 weeks before their 1 year anniversary.
100%. Like we came in and I'm like, how have we not? Because me and Jamie like to go for a beer in the afternoon. It's not unknown.
It happens.
Lots of people know we like to go for beers in the afternoon. Right?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, that's true. Sorry, there was a lull there because I was. I'm already on my next one.
Oh, okay. What are we on to now?
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this is the.
Maybe we can get our waitress over.
Irish red ale.
Would you mind coming over here for a second?
Yes.
First of all, what's your name?
Amanda.
Hi, Amanda.
Hi.
Can you tell us a little bit about Sea Change Brewing and about our next beer too?
Yeah, of course. A little backstory, first of all, why it's called Sea Change. It's one of the founders' dad owned a boat on the West Coast, and he grew up on it, and that boat was called, take a wild guess.
Sea Change.
Nailed it.
Oh, I'm good, Ron. I was listening.
You're killing it. And if you look in the brewery, the name Sea Change comes from a very certain quote. So if you take a look around, like literally right on the wall there is a quote from Shakespeare from The
Happy
Tempest.
birthday?
Not happy birthday, but I'll take it. So yeah, it comes from.
Sorry, Jamie's not very smart.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm not going to read that.
It's very long, and it's all in like Old English. So, but yeah, it comes from the quote from The Tempest. I'm not going to read it either.
I'm going to post a picture of it.
A sea change.
Amazing. Amazing.
So,
How long has this location been open?
a year as of Friday, actually.
Wow, really?
Yeah, we had a huge birthday party in here on Friday. It was massive. It was insane. It was amazing. We've been brewing beer, however, since December 2017.
Unbelievable. Well, it's great beer.
Yay!
It's great beer. It's great beer. It's so much fun. Okay, so tell us a little bit about this next beer we're going to try.
Okay, so you're going to try the Irish Red. My own palate, I get a little bit of smokiness, a little bit of caramel, but it is definitely the darkest beer we have on our beer menu at the moment. So take a little sip, and I mean, everyone's a little different, but I get smoky, I get caramel, I get toffee, I get a nice, like, on those beautiful summer days that we've been having, Quote.
Oh, both of them.
Oh,
You mean the rainy days?
yeah, exactly. It's a perfect beer for those days. Yeah.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Welcome.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
Awesome.
And I got to tell you, I remember actually when we were here a couple weeks ago and we tried this. So you got those growlers. Now,
Yeah.
when we sat, you, me, and Roger sat at the bar,
We did.
and we ordered a couple of pints, and then there must have been 12 growlers that got filled while we were here,
Oh, it's crazy.
which
crazy.
was mind-boggling
Well,
to
I'm
me.
coming back tomorrow to fill
But
some
I
growlers.
remember, and here's the thing that's crazy about how good the customer service is here. I remember there was a lady who came in and she wanted to get a growler of the red. And they were out of red at the time. And she said, well, the brewmaster is just kegging it right now. So I'm looking in the back thinking he's doing keg stands or something.
Right.
No. He's actually filling kegs of the Irish red that had just been made.
Yeah.
And so he comes out and says, well, it's going to be another 15 minutes. So the lady was fine waiting. So she got a growler of 8-minute-old beer. Like it literally just got made and put it in the keg, and the guy wheeled it out, and then they tapped it and then filled her growler.
100%.
That fresh. Like that's what you get here at Sea Change.
I know.
Which is amazing.
It's unbelievable. And we haven't tried the food yet. We just had the chips. What did you have last time you were here?
I didn't have anything. I had some of your crisps that had the dip.
Crisps, and Roger had
A pretzel, a soft pretzel
and he said
with
it
a
was
dip,
delicious.
and he said it was really good because he wouldn't share it, if you recall.
Yeah.
You shared your crisps.
What's that all about, by the way?
Well, I don't want to get into it too much because Roger's not here to defend himself. He doesn't have a microphone. He's not even in the room. But I
That
just
sounds
think
perfect, actually.
I just think sometimes he just gets a little bit territorial. He's kind of an old dog.
A territory
that,
about his pretzels?
Yeah, and probably his chew toys. we love Roger.
We love you, Roger. We love you. Obviously.
All right. Well, you know what?
All poking fun at our friends, obviously.
This Irish red is good. I'm gonna skip ahead. Okay, there we go. That red is delicious. I'm gonna skip ahead to one sip of the blonde,
Okay.
and then I think I'm about ready to sign off
Yeah?
because I want to keep drinking.
You want to
flights.
enjoy.
Yes.
All right.
So I'm gonna skip to the blonde.
So you're saying you weren't enjoying our podcast? Is that what you're saying?
I enjoyed this whole podcast, and I think people, if you're listening to this right now, you're shaking your head. No, pardon me. You're nodding your head that you enjoyed it as well.
Absolutely. Cheers, everybody.
The blonde is good.
Yes.
The blonde is pretty good.
Yes, the blonde is good.
I think. So, what's your favorite out of the flight?
Oh, I still think the Prairie Fairy is my favorite. I like a little bit of fruit in my beer sometimes.
Yeah,
It really depends.
I
on the
agree.
day,
It was
I guess.
refreshing. It was refreshing.
It's
It
a
had a
great
nice
summer beer.
flavor. It's unique.
Winter, maybe the Irish Red Ale, which really usually isn't my go-to, but
Yeah, see, I enjoyed the red. I would say, and I'm not a big IPA guy. Like, I liked the IPA here. It's a good IPA, but IPA is a real kick-you-in-the-face, hoppy beer, and that's not really my jam.
Yeah.
I'd like to try the session next time, but that's only a 4.0. That's practically an American beer.
Yep.
Right? So I'm not super worried that I missed that. I would honestly say if I had just finished cutting the lawn on a hot 30-plus day, Prairie Fairy would have been like...
oh, it's so refreshing, man.
Would have been
out at
the
the farm
one.
is perfect.
I'm actually going to say the Irish Red Ale was my favorite.
Really, eh?
Yeah.
All right.
I liked it.
That's a good one. I'm on board with that. I loved it too. So
I don't want to give the impression that it was a bad one, though, because not one of these ones that we tried
No.
were a bad beer.
it's some of the best craft beer that I've ever had, to be completely honest with you. I've had
Yeah.
a lot of craft beer. So, no, I really, this place is somewhere they got to check out. They have to.
Right on. Well,
They have to come and check it out, man.
I'm going to say thank you to Sea Change Brewing Company for having us here, and I'm going to turn my microphone off and finish the rest of my flight, Ron. So can you close this off for us?
I absolutely can. Well, thank you very much for joining us, everybody. And don't forget, Sea Change Brewery, 9850 62nd Avenue. Come and check it out. It's an unbelievable brewery. We were sitting by two fantastic guys. Hey, guys, what's your names over there? Curtis? And Kenton? Curtis and Kenton.
Okay, I'm back. I
You're
just
back,
turned my
you're back.
microphone on.
We
Man,
got to say hello to the folks beside
Kenton.
us.
Okay, what's your name? Okay, here's Curtis. Curtis, what do you think of this place?
This place is amazing. Unreal. The food's great. The beer's amazing. everything about it I like. Yeah.
I agree.
Right on.
100%.
Yeah, it's my first time here.
Oh, wow, rookie. Way to pop the cherry with a microphone in your face. That's impressive. Okay, what do you think?
So I was here on the first anniversary on Friday, and I'm already back. It's Wednesday, and we're here for a flight and here for some food. It's amazing.
That's awesome, man.
Right on. That's just two
awesome.
guys sitting here enjoying what we just enjoyed. So,
Absolutely.
okay, I'm turning the mic off again for sure this
Okay,
time.
that is our time at Change Brewing. You guys got to check it out. Thank you very much for joining us. What's up, Etown? You can check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and anywhere else you find podcasts.